So this creation was emailed to me a few weeks ago, and I just have to showcase it to all of you, as this is easily the most realistic roller coaster ever recreated inside of a game engine or 3D software in general. Let's check it out. Alright, so here we are into the simulation. This is Rock and Roller Coaster. Now this is based on the Disneyland Paris version of the ride, so there are some things that those of us in the US probably aren't too familiar with. But since this ride is defunct, the creator of this wanted to kind of bring it back and immortalize it, and I think they've done a fantastic job. So we're going to enter here through the FastPass entrance. I will say forgive any kind of small bugs in this. And also note that because this is a recording, I'm using the copyright-free version. If you'd like to experience the full version with the actual Aerosmith soundtrack, it is freely available. That's right, this entire software is freely available for download, linked in the description so you guys can check it out yourself. And let me just say, it is entirely different when you're using the real Aerosmith soundtrack compared to this copyright-free music. So definitely check it out. So here we go, we're now entering into the pre-show area, and it does have a pre-show just like the real ride. And as you can see, that's over here. Now, we're not going to stay for the entirety of the pre-show. We're going to go ahead and no-clip through this here and head into the ride itself, because I think you guys should check this out yourself. The creator of this has put so much time and effort into this. You guys really need to give it a shot yourselves. Let's check this out. There we go. Let's head over to the loading station and let's take a ride. We'll go towards the back here so we can get a full view. Go ahead and hop in the train.
Let's check those woofers and
all right, here we go. You can see this is all being done in real time. I've always wanted to do something like this, but for reference, my creation of a realistic roller coaster currently looks like this. So I'd say that they definitely beat me to it. Let's give this a go. There's the on-ride photo. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Again, if you think this looks great and feels realistic, try this software with the real Aerosmith soundtrack, and you will not be disappointed. I've personally spent hours just playing around with it. Just like the real version, each train does have its own soundtrack as well. Just like that. Yes, this ride is awesome. But that is not the end of the coolness of this program. So one other thing that this has, I'll show in a moment. This software is capable of taking your own on-ride photo using your webcam and then placing you into the on-ride photo in the exit of the ride, which I think is just such a cool touch. Now, I won't be able to show that since obviously I'm using my webcam to record right now, but you guys should try it out and see how it looks, because it is such a nice little touch. Alright, and we're back into the unload station. Let's go ahead and exit. And let's head over here to see our on-ride photo, which, like I said, is going to be blank. But if I had my webcam available for this software to use, my photo would be here and it would be superimposed onto the actual on-ride photo, like background, that was actually used on this attraction, which I think is super neat. Alright, let's go and check out some more cool features of this program. So let's head over to the load station. We can just clip through if we'd like. We do have the control panel here, but we actually have, in the settings over here, a ride control system. Now this is still a work in progress, But if you guys are able to show this creator enough support, I think we can get a much more accurate and usable ride control system. But we have a good start here. We can dispatch the load station, unload station, and basically launch the train manually. So we'll go ahead and look at this train here. We're going to lock the pusher, which is going to lock it back in place here. And then we can choose when to launch the train. So we'll go ahead and wait for the countdown to finish. And didn't launch, obviously, because we have to push this button. So if we push this button, there it goes. So you have a little bit of control with the manual mode. We even have a live camera feed here of the ride, which I think is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and check out lights on mode so we can truly appreciate this ride. As you can see here, we can select our soundtrack if we'd like. Obviously, with us using the copyright-free version, there's nothing to select. We have one song to choose from. But if you guys are playing in the actual Aerosmith version, then you have a lot of choices. There's even a custom soundtrack that was made specifically for this game. All right, and with that, we are in. Let's go ahead and check out the lights on version. You can press V to no clip if you need access to all the controls. Just select controls once in the game. Ton of different options. It's designed for you to be able to explore rather than to be locked in like a traditional game. All right, so we're over here in the pre-show. We're going to head over to the station, and we'll see already it's quite a bit brighter. All right, let's go for a ride. We'll take the front this time. All right, here we go.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Okay, prepare for launch.
Sound tracker prêt pour le lancement.
With lights on, you'll really be able to appreciate all the details that were put into this. Even the train like shakes. It's so cool. And there we go. I do have to mention as well that this game does have a VR version that can be selected when you launch the game. So if you guys have a VR headset and you want to give this a go, definitely try it. Let me know how it is. Alright, and as we pull back into the unload station here, there's just one more thing I want to showcase before you guys should just leave this video and go check this out for yourself. Let's check it out. We're going to head over into the ride show building itself, because now with the lights on, you can really appreciate the detail that went into making this ride. Alright, let's head over here. We even have a transfer track. Let's head over here. And we see we have an evac pathway painted on the ground, just like the real version. We can again see the scale of the ride. Notice sound is coming directly from the ride units themselves. It's not just being played in the whole building, which is perfectly accurate. We're now going to head up, and we can actually head up the evac stairs. Look at this. Just the track all around you. I can't imagine what this would be like in VR. It must just be... I don't even know. Like, this is so beyond what I could create. It's incredible. So here we are. We're at the highest block section. You can see the track spiraling around us. We'll have to wait for a train to come through here in a moment. It should be any second now. Let's wait. There we go. That's awesome. That is so cool. Again, this is 100% free. This is available for Windows and Linux. Definitely try it out. Runs an Unreal Engine. There we go. So like I said, guys, feel free, follow the link in the description to see what these guys have created. They have a whole website for this. And like I said, feel free to support them. They do take donations, and other than that, this software is completely free. Feel free to download it, try it out. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want added. Tell them what you want added, because they are still actively developing it. So definitely give it a shot. Try it without the copyright-free music. I promise you it is so much better with the real Aerosmith. But yeah, that is all I have for this video showcase. Let me know what you think of this style of video and this software in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.